So it really is an exciting time around personalized medicine in oncology specifically. But at the end of the day, all of our friends in the pharmaceutical industry are working very, very hard to bring these therapies, into clinical testing. But one point I want to make, and I'm interested to get your opinion on this, is clinical trials. We hear a lot of myths and falsehoods, if you will, about clinical trials. People will say, well, if I'm enrolled in a clinical trial and I might be getting a placebo or I'm not getting the new innovative care, am I getting something substandard? Is the care going to not be that great for me? Which is not the case. And I'm wondering, when you talk to patients about coming into a trial, how do you address those concerns?
I don't think I want to be a guinea pig here. The guinea pig metaphor is very common and expressed by patients. And my explanation is always a couple things. I think you're not getting we always design these trials in an ethical fashion so that we're highly, trying to avoid any kind of a substandard therapy. So you should be getting either an equivalent therapy or a better therapy. For example, in G-CHOP versus R-CHOP, G-CHOP is really expected to be equivalent, and indeed the outcomes for patients were equivalent.
Yep.
Okay, there was just no improvement, but they didn't get an inferior treatment. So that's point number one. Have patients in the history of the world gotten inferior treatments? Yes, it has been true that experimental or investigational arms have resulted in inferior outcomes for patients, but those are very rare. And investigators, companies, regulators, institutional review boards all go to great lengths when these trials are being designed and reviewed and conducted to assure that there is a minimum risk to patients of getting an inferior treatment. For example, trials are reviewed as they're being conducted for any signals of too much toxicity, so that if there is such a thing, the trial's immediately stopped. Those are protection measures that are often in place for patients.
Yep. Well, Doctor, fascinating work. Good luck with the study, and I want to thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.